Hey everyone, welcome back to Crowtha. On today's video, we're looking at how to make a custom greenhouse in your Minecraft world. So, let's get right into it. The general block palette of this build is a lot of spruce, white stained glass, and some stone bricks of different varieties, making up the general block palette. I use these three blocks to make a general shape of the build, which is this long hallway leading back and forth with a couple small passages leading in and out of the build. Starting with the outside of the build, I started off by making this just big old kind of tunnel area made out of a mixture of the spruces and the texture blocks, and then connecting a couple small hallways or tunnels leading out of it. With a pretty simple block palette, you can count the blocks if you want to. Now if we start off by walking inside the main entrance, we see a small little hallway leading into the bulk area of the greenhouse. So greenhouses of course need crops because that's what they're mainly for. So my main crop filters, some carrots, some potatoes, some wheat, in these small little crop areas, just with some raised up farmland surrounded by spruce trapdoors, creating just some nice little farm areas. While they're not the most efficient, I think they look nice in this little area. After having those crop areas, I'm doing some other things like some carrots or some pumpkins and some melons, mixed in with some little small decorations like these water things on top of some birch trapdoors. In the very center of the build, I have this big large tree, which is just a nice centerpiece that really kind of breaks up the big open area with a nice little texture. It's a pretty simple design. The only thing really special about it is I used some invisible item frames to give it some nice little apple texture. With our eyes upward, we see a lot of chains being hung from the ceilings of this build. Now my main lighting source are these lanterns, just being held up at varying heights and lengths on these chain blocks. After I did that, the ceiling still seemed a bit empty, so I started to hang up some little potted plants, which is just some leaves, some grass, some dirt, and some spruce stuff surrounding it, to give it some little more detail. After that, I thought having some beehives would be nice inside of it, so I added both of the beehives and the artificial beehives to give it some nice little hanging looks. After doing that, I want to decorate the upper areas a little bit more, so I added a mix of cobwebs and some oak leaves just to make it really messy up there and show it's been nice and lived in. I also mixed in a few vines. I've been seeing the floor of this entire build, and this floor design took me a while to finally decide on. So what I finally ended up doing is I just got a bunch of stone blocks and threw it in my inventory and I started placing them randomly. And originally I used spruce on the ground, but I think this adds a nice little contrast to these little pots that are holding everything up. Now I placed them just by using a macro on my computer that made me spin through my inventory really fast, allowing me to place this really easily. I then of course just put in a few divots and a few broken up areas just to mess it up a bit more. Now, once I had all that done, I basically had the build all completed and all the necessities, so I started to throw in a few more small details. I threw in a few anvils, I threw in a few enchantment tables and jukeboxes, I flooded the room with parrots for some reason, and then something small over here is I added a little bell just being hung up. You know, it's just the small little things that don't really matter, but I think add some little life for some reason in these builds. And it's a little melon patch over here. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode with Crowtha. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's keep this subscriber growth going. We're really close to 150 subscribers. But hey guys, tell me, what did you guys think of this build? I hope you guys liked it. It's something different for me, so I kind of like the concept of building with some more natural blocks. But whatever guys, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, see you next time. And until next time, troop dismissed.